Hello! This is Dulcism. Obviously, you're in my channel or on my page, whatever it should tell you who this is. It is August the 16th at 11:41 a.m., which means that I have been awake for less than an hour at this point, and I'm still very, very tired. I'm waking up. This is about the fourth time that I've tried to record this, so I'm a little bit more awake than the first time, but I'm still not quite there. Anyway, this is just going to be really quick and really crappy and really not trying at all. I just wanted to get a couple of words out here before I get my day started at noon. I've got a list here in Notepad of some words of things that I wanted to briefly talk about for a minute. And the first one there is Jaden Nation. Jaden Nation is a funny guy on YouTube. I'll put the info for him in the comment box down here. You gotta look down there, unless they move it back over there again. Mirror effect. Unless they move it back over there again, in which case it'll be over there. But, yeah, I'll put his link up in there. He's a funny kid. I've been watching him for a while now. Yeah, so go subscribe to Jaden Nation. He's a funny guy. Yep. Now, the next word that I have on my little list of things to briefly talk about is work, which I have today. I'm not excited. I work at McDonald's, alright? I'm just gonna be honest with y'all right now. I am a cashier at McDonald's, and I've been doing it for less than a month. And I am 22 years old, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a paycheck. And the way that things are right now, I'm glad for it. Even if it's... Excuse me, my leg's falling asleep. Even if it's a small paycheck, even if it's a crappy... Oh, God, that hurt. Even if it's a crappy job. I work at McDonald's, and I have to go to work today, which I'm really not looking forward to because I'm very, very tired today, and I'm in a lot of pain. But, you know, that's what happens when you work for the man. And the man's name is Chris, by the by. Great guy. Just in case he watches this. Which I doubt. Anyway, the next thing on my list is the word ducks. Now, to you that may not mean anything, but to me that means happiness and joy, yay! I have ducks, kind of. 2 of them. I had 3, 5? 2 of them died. 1 of them I think was eaten. But 2 of them are still surviving. Actually, they're doing very, very well. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. I have allergies. And it's not running, but it's just like that tickle, you know, and it just won't go away, and it's driving me nuts. Anyway, so I have ducks. I have 2 of them. And as far as I know, it's a boy and a girl. That's all of the other people that I've spoken to that, like, raise ducks have said that it's a boy and a girl that have survived. And, their names are Rufus and Peaches. Yeah. Named after characters from 2001 Maniacs, because I'm not creative enough to come up with names on my own, I guess. And, so yes, those are my ducks. I've got pictures, if my camera and computer will cooperate. They will be up somewhere. And, I've got some videos, too, that I was gonna put on here. But, again, it's just, the technology is not cooperating, and I cannot fathom as to... What? Fathom? I think I might have just used that word incorrectly. Anyway, I'm too tired to care, and I'm way too tired to start recording this again because I just messed up. So I'm just gonna keep going, just roll with the punches. I love my ducks. As soon as I can get those stupid videos to work, I'm gonna put them up here, but, they're great. Peaches and Rufus, they're my duckies. And I got to see them yesterday after I hadn't seen them for a few weeks. They live at my, in a little pond where my grandma lives. She came over and she got me, and we went down to the pond, and she didn't think that I would be able to pick them out because they've gotten so big since the last time that I've seen them. I mean, all of their big duck feathers are coming in now and everything, and they're just, God, they're gorgeous. They're so pretty. But I didn't even have to pick them out. They came right to me when we came out, and they've begun to, like, lead the other ducks around. At this little pond, there's just, like, there's a metric ton of, like, wild mallards and whatever that come in just temporarily. Like, they fly on in and they leave a couple weeks later or whatever. But then there's, I don't know, maybe 2, 4, 6, 9 or 10, give or take, of these ducks that are, I don't want to say domesticated, because they're not, like, tame. I mean, they're tame to an extent. They'll come up to you, all of them will, even the wild ones. They'll come up to you, especially if you have food, but they won't let you touch them. But they'll get, like, right up next to you. If you're sitting on the ground or whatever, they'll come up right there, and they have no fear. They just don't let you pet them or touch them or anything. So, my little baby ducks are probably the newest. In fact, they are the newest 2 additions to the regulars, the ducks that live there all the time. They're the 2 newest ones, and they don't be taking any crap, yo. They ain't taking nothing off of nobody. No, these ducks they're not mean, but they're like dominant ducks, man. They're half the size of all the rest of them. They're way younger than all of the rest of them that live there all the time. And they're just pushing all the bigger ducks around, like, what? Get out of my way. This is my space. I'm walking here. The hell are you doing? Make some duck a l'orange, or whatever. I don't know. Whatever ducks say to each other. Quack, quack, I guess. But they, like, push all the other ducks out of the way. I mean, I watched Peaches physically force her way between 2 of the bigger ducks that were kind of huddled next to each other. Specifically pushed her way through them. Like, muscled with her shoulders, like, shoved them out of the friggin' way. I'm sitting here watching her, like, these guys are, like, 3 times your size. How are you gonna bully them around? And they take it. Like, the older ducks, they just put up with it. It's hilarious to me that my ducks are, like, they're bullies. But no, I've got lots of pictures and a couple of videos and stuff, and if I can get them off of my camera, it's not the camera's fault, it's the computer's fault. My computer's a piece of crap. Right. I made the mistake of getting an Acer netbook. I thought, oh, little tiny netbook, great. No. Maybe if it wasn't an Acer. I was just eager to get a new laptop because the one that I had before that was even worse. But, excuse me. All that aside, I still have 3 things on my list that I have to talk about, and this is nearing 8 minutes. That's not good. I was going to try to keep this short, but I ramble. The next thing on my list is tow. That won't take long. I was taking the trash out just a little while ago, and I was wearing my sandals. These sandals. And a big old friggin' stick decided that it wanted to wedge itself up underneath the toe strap part, between my toes and the sandal. The stick got in there, and now I got like a big blood blister on my toe, and it hurts really bad. Damn it. Put the shoes on for that to avoid that specific situation, because I'm walking on grass or gravel rather, and dried up pine needles, and those things are like needles. I mean, they will stick into your skin and they will stay there and they hurt. So I put my shoes on thinking, oh, protect my feet. No, just kidding. I guess open-toed shoes is not the best thing to take trash out with, apparently, even though it's like 10 steps, but whatever. Anyway, next thing is, on my list, hamster, which I do not own one of. I do not own a hamster. Yet. Lately, I have decided that my newest pet obsession, first it was fish, and then it was the frogs, and then I had the rats until I had to move to New York, and I don't want to talk about that. The dogs and cats, and I've had everything. I've had birds, I've had hamsters, I haven't had a rabbit because I'm deadly allergic to them, which sucks because I love bunnies, but I'm so allergic. And I didn't know this until I went over to my friend's house, and this is 9.5 minutes long. I talk way too much. Anyway, I'm allergic to rabbits, so I'm gonna get a hamster. I'm gonna get a little teddy bear hamster. I'm gonna get a boy. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna have a contest. And nobody's gonna play because nobody watches these things, but in the off chance that anybody actually watches this and sits through the entire thing, which you deserve some kind of an award if you do. What should I name my hamster? I'm going to get a boy, because from what I understand, they are generally healthier and they live longer, and also they can't have babbies. I don't want 8,000 hamsters, I want 1. If I want 8,000 hamsters, I'll buy 8,000 hamsters. Or a couple more anyway and wait for them to breed. But I don't want them to breed. So anyways, what should I name my hamster? It's gonna be a boy. It's gonna be... I don't know, I think one of those... I can't... It's a very Russian Roborovsky or something. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Robo hamster. I'm leaning in all close. I need a name for my hamster. End of story. I don't know when I'm gonna get him, because I don't know when I get paid, and I don't know if I'm just gonna do it like one piece at a time, or if I'm just gonna say fuck it and do it all at once and buy the whole setup and the whole thing all at once and just waste my money like an irresponsible adult. But I don't know. So I'm gonna do that. What should I name it? The last thing on my list, which will actually lead into my leaving, yay, aren't you happy, as this hits the 11-minute mark. Nobody's gonna watch this all the way through. But anyway, the last thing on my list says soda, which I need because our house is currently out. I have a $5 bill in my pocket, and that's going to buy me a 6-pack of soda, which I will probably drink by myself. Probably before I have to go to work. No, probably not. I'll save some for tonight. But I need to go get some soda, and there's a convenience store just around the corner, so I'm going to go do that. This is a terrible, terrible video, and if you actually sat through the entire thing, I commend you. I'll learn how to edit these things someday and, you know, actually make an interesting video. But in recap, really quick, Jaden Nation, funny guy, watch him and subscribe. I'll put the stuff in the comment box down here, or over there if they put it back over there at any point in time. Work sucks, but it's a paycheck, so don't make fun of me because I'm 22 and I work at McDonald's. People actually make fun of me because of this. I don't understand. Like, you're 22 and you work at McDonald's? Like, yeah, I thought that was like a normal thing. That's like college student age. I thought that's kind of what they did. Like, I thought that was a respectable age to be working at McDonald's, but apparently I'm wrong. Ducks. I have them. They're adorable, and as soon as I can make my computer and my camera work together, almost didn't get that one out, I will have videos and pictures of them. Oh my god, so many pictures. My toe hurts. Sticks? Stop it. It's bad enough that I have to worry about the evil squirrel that lives in the tree in my front yard, which has attacked me twice, threatened me once, threatened my aunt once. I'm not kidding. We have an evil squirrel in our tree. It has attacked me. There are holes in my leather jacket right now. It's fake leather jacket, but nonetheless, there are holes in it where this squirrel jumped onto my arm and dug its claws in, and I had to swing my arm around to get it off of my arm. It was ridiculous. Anyway, my toe hurts because I went outside to take out the garbage, and it sucks, and I have to walk to work, and it's just gonna be terrible. And this is already approaching, oh my god, this is 13 minutes long. I'm really sorry. I meant to keep this short, and it became very, very long. Hamster, I'm going to buy one. What should I name it? It's gonna be a boy. Doesn't necessarily mean that feminine sounding names are going to be next. So go ahead, and if you actually watch this all the way through and care to suggest a couple of names, go for it. There's not going to be any prizes or anything. Your prize will be the satisfaction of knowing that I named my hamster after whatever suggestion you suggested that I liked. And finally, soda. I don't have any, and I need some. The video could have been that short, you know, but I just had to do what I'm doing right now and keep talking. I'm gonna go now. Get some soda. Yeah. Got a couple hours before I have to go to work. I'm gonna enjoy them. Because, God only knows when I'll be able to enjoy myself again.